we are enjoying today the nature of Colorado, which is just gorgeous. My dear friend, whom I know since, you won't believe it, since 1994, very educated person whom I'm glad to share my thoughts, and we always have a very interesting discussions.
Every day, doesn't matter what kind of weather, thousands of people hiking over there because it is very good exercise. This place is evergreen. It's a small town, it's a very popular town. And I believe we'll hike in a few hours. We see beautiful view around.
Is this a Staffordshire Bull Terrier?
Yeah, he's a little mutt.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is the dog which my wife is scared of dogs. And we lived in Germany, and when the wall came down, mafia, it was kind of crazy times. And I said, hey, we need some protection at home. And I said, how about this dog? It's strong, but it's not too big, it doesn't lose fur, it's good with children. And she has nightmares when she kind of just thinking of having this dog, because she's afraid of dogs. This dog at home, she thought she's gonna pass out.
Have a good day.
It is that you know each other. This is just, you have to know, he has students all over the world. Because he was, I don't know whether you know, but Alexander was principal in a huge, how you call this, school for?
Lyceum.
How you call this?
Lyceum.
Lithium. This is for difficult children?
Yeah, this was actually my tutor back in high school. He was helping me out with some calculus.
He was a nice person, and I'm happy today to see him successful.
This is a small road, like
Yeah.
shit. Like you end up chasing your goals and you go run back into the people that you know.
Yes, I thought we can talk about your field of knowledge, education, especially if you meet a student here. It is just unbelievable. We are going to
it's for
make
me
a
too.
movie.
No, he's right. The world is small.
That's what I told him.
For me, like teacher, it was more important not to teach calculus or algebra. It's an easy way. More important to form personality.
Do schools here have this goal actually, or do teachers have the goal to form also the characters here of the teachers?
Do you know some special school has this goal?
But Alex, what do you think about, in general, the educational system in the US? Maybe there's even a global trend in the Western countries. What is this taking way to? Is this different than, obviously, than in Soviet Union, I guess?
Do you know crisis is going everywhere? Very deeply crisis.
In educational system?
Education system everywhere. Some school, it's like name elite school. They keeping the same level, but crisis not dependent from education system. Crisis of education system depended from social crisis, economical crisis, include political crisis. Today we have no answer what kind of knowledge, what kind of skills need for success.
I see.
For adaptation to new situation.
So we don't know what to teach, kind of.
Yeah. Guys, you made one mistake. We have no beautiful lady next to us.
That's our fault.
Yeah.
I'm just the camera guy, man, not the casting director.
beautiful lady makes anyone movie better, right?
One of the concerns is the authenticity of the information, because we have so much, call it fake news or fake
right.
knowledge, like millions of people believe that the earth is flat.
Right.
How are children supposed, young students supposed to distinguish fake news from real news if in our age even a video is not the proof of reality anymore? You know, in the old days a photo was kind of a proof. Yes, there's a photo, and it was not so easy to manipulate. Usually it was granted this is documentary, and then when video came up, even more. But nowadays you can do fake pictures and videos, and you cannot distinguish them from reality. So I mean, I cannot blame the young generation that they lost the ability, the baseline, where is actually real and where is actually fiction.
Right. My point of view is school have to focus attention on the improving and develop analytic, critical thinking. If students has a perfect instrument, have to figure out what is right, what is not right, he has a very important instrument for success. And I focus attention when I working with students at the beginning, maybe 35 years ago. I focus attention on the improving the skill.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, babies. I focus attention on the improving mastery of thinking, art of thinking, creativity thinking, analytical thinking, critical thinking, you understand me, right? And after that we got a knowledge very quickly. COVID, it is good lesson for civilization.
Wake up call.
Yeah.
Right. You know, in terms of civilization, I just read, I think 2 or 3 days ago, that the humanity in this century may get yet another challenge besides the one we know, the climate change. But now I just read there's another one. And this is an asteroid which is coming probably, I think it was 2068 or 69.
Yeah.
And it was discovered 15 years ago, a little more. And at first it was alarm. Then they figured out that it will be in 2029. It will approach the Earth, but not very likely, very likely. A couple zeros, 1%. But under some geostationary satellites, it will be below. So this is really, this was really close. However, then they have calculated they have calculated that it will come back in any case, this we know, 6 or 7 years later. And it will come back, and if in 29 it will hit a loophole of about 1 kilometer, very small, then the Earth's gravity will catch it. And then for sure it will come back. However, now they figured out that due to some gravitational effect, the calculated orbit is changed by 170 meters, which in 69, when it comes back, it may actually be there. Asteroid, which knocked out several thousand windows in Russia in 2013. So this rock was 20 meter in diameter. Yes. Now the one which we hopefully not, but possibly approached us, 300 meters in diameter. And this would be nice actually if the big countries like US, China, Russia, European Union, that they leaving behind their silly wars, trade wars and tensions, and concentrate on something like that, in a common effort to get this asteroid off the way, if it's indeed coming close to us. And if somebody thinks 68 or 69, 2068, 69 is far away, it is like tomorrow. So maybe this threat will come. And if this threat is true, I would ask the big media now, corporations who wasted so much effort on enlightening people on absolutely unimportant things, now maybe to get us polarized towards this, to get the children to be active in science and to activate our technologies so we are able indeed to steer this rock from us.
I agree with you that why focus attention on the upbringing morality person.
Ethics and moral.
Ethics, moral, empathy, kindness. Because today school forget about and forgot many years ago.
Forgotten, you mean?
Yeah.
So they've forgotten about this.
Forgotten about morality.
I understand.
Everybody have to focus attention on the morality, school, family, of course, TV, media, politics worker, everyone. If not, we never will find solution of this future catastrophe.
I went to a James Bond movie.
Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Actually, I like this. You know, the older ones, with the metal teeth. Remember the shark eater. Anyway, so I watched. I think it was not the last, but the second last. But I may be wrong. So I'm going to this movie where there's a race on motorcycles in Beirut, Lebanon, and they are racing through a shuk, through a bazaar, a huge bazaar. No, you know, shop, open shop as bazaar, shuk. And the bodies are just flying left and right. You know, they go through people who just buy stuff, their food. People just fly around. I think it was the first 10, 1 minute, they were like 30 dead or whatever. Okay, so we know this action scene, so far nothing special. And then, during the movie, little later on, one of the British agents is being killed. So he was a secret agent, not by James Bond himself, obviously, but one of his assistants, don't remember anymore. He is being killed on duty. And once it happens, suddenly the movie stops for I think like 5 minutes, which is long in nowadays movies. And they show the funeral of this one agent with governmental, even the Queen appears there, and you see the sarcophag and you know how honored he is. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, look at that. So what are young people and general population is supposed to learn from this great movie? They teach that some countries don't matter, that human lives in Middle East are apparently less valuable than British ones. If they are presented these Hollywood movies where instead of really human problems being solved in a human way, they teach the children, you know, with all these weapons and killings, and then they wonder what we have on the streets.
Yeah, you raise very important questions and very important problem of our society. And that's why I focus attention in education system on the morality and on the thinking skills. Today, I not believe that religion can help with that. Of course, 200 years ago, it's coming from religion. Today, we have to create a new ideology based on the morality, on the empathy, ethics, and kindness, and improving to school at first. Because we can't change some family, but we can change a school, right? an after school change of family. And another way, of course, Slava, when you will be Minister of Education in the United States, you can change something. But we today, like teacher, I am teacher, I can change my work with students, focus attention not only on the knowledge, focus attention on the improving morality. And after that, students will watch any movie, doesn't matter what kind of crazy movie, he will make a choice, he will make conclusion of what to do.
As I understand it, the civilizations, as you said right, we cannot influence with, or not so much, the young generation with religion. But if the civilization, the upper level collapse, which always can happen. We see now what happens in COVID. It's a little shake and already the systems which we thought are indestructible begin to disintegrate. When the upper level goes off, then there's the next level and so forth. So if we get to the level where maybe internet is not there and we have no police, what will stop the people to go after like animals against each other? Only the very, very basics things which we have to learn from the beginning. It must not be the last word, I agree. But in any case, the principles which are written on 613, I think, rules in the Torah, in a Jewish book, and then Bible and so forth, and then concentrated in the main 10 of them, they are still valid, nothing changed. So the base of it is certainly this. Now, obviously, in Torah they didn't mention the Wi-Fi, maybe they did actually, but who knows. Nor we never have to forget that we cannot fly on satellites if we don't know how the wheel is working. And this is the same. We need to have the base. Education is also based piece by piece. We know this. As children grow and mature, it goes always base upon base upon base, and then after we have scientists and we have artists and we have everything what humanity brings forward. But without the basics, it won't work.
Absolutely right. We have to work on this problem systemically. We are making progress in this regard. Yeah.
I would like to point out two things. First of all, to the one where you say you need to be Minister of Education or whatever minister. But you know, we have this also sometimes discussions. Shall we, as normal citizens, engage in politics at all? Because they say, hey, we don't have to decide anyway. But I really think that, first of all, even sometimes a butterfly, you know, this chaos theory, can change weather somewhere else. And when we all don't care, when we think, what can I do if I just throw away here some trash? You know, what does it change the climate? Yes, but if millions and hundreds of millions don't throw trash in forests, then the forest will be clean. So we have to understand that we as citizens have the ability, even if it is small, even this little block, if people agree with this, and if they talk with their relatives, if they, maybe they multiply this, they share. But without this discussion, how we can as civilization survive if we leave this to only those who may be failing us right now? We can say Colorado is really an ugly place.
No.
Yes, because who cares about this landscape? Look, how ugly it is.
I not agree. Colorado is the best place for living.
Yes, I can say
clean
definitely.
Area.
If not Colorado, we probably would not be in US.
It's clean area. And three very important characteristics of Colorado. First of all, it is the best population in the world.
Yes.
Second, clear area.
Clean,
And
clean
clean area and cleaner water.